right, I'm the Flat Rate Master, and today we're talking about, well, shop owners developing a hive mind. They all wind up spewing the same BS out of their mouths. All right, to give an example, recently there was a Facebook post, and the question was framed as an ethical question. Now, I've done a video about this kind of thing before, but this case, it was literally, they asked at the end of the post, is this ethical? Should this be allowed? Now, the Facebook post was about a shop coach who literally was coaching a shop in an area and bought or opened a shop in that area. Now, if you don't know this, management coaches literally have access to all of your information of your business, meaning they've got possibly access to your customer lists. They know what marketing is working in your area and not working. And keep in mind, I don't know any information from behind the scenes. He may be doing none of that, and this may be perfectly innocent, but it looks very sus. Like, period. End of story. It looks like there's an ethics problem because he does have access to that proprietary information, and he could be using it to literally screw over a business he was coaching. Now, that's not what the point of the video is. This is just a really, really good example. Now, I'm going to state this for the record again. The person that posted the question at the end of the post said, is this ethical or should it be allowed for a coach to do this? Multiple shop owners, not technicians, I know they are shop owners, wrote diatribes about competition and competition's good and yada, 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 completely overlooking the ethics problem. We're not worried about the whole ethics problem in this video. That's just happenstance, okay? But why is it multiple shop owners all had the same exact response? It's weird. It literally is like, it's like, why are so many people taking that tilt on this question? It's like they have a hive mind. They've been brainwashed by management groups to think one way. Now, I've seen this happen so many times in these groups with shop owners. They all say the same stuff over and over again. Before anybody says it, I'm not talking about fundamental business practices. I'm not even talking about, margin or etc. The mantras of the shop management groups. I'm saying they think alike. Like, how do you have so many people with different backgrounds all come to the same way of saying the same thing? It's like they are all indoctrinated into, for lack of a better term, a cult. Independent thinking people shouldn't come to the same conclusion on every subject unless it's cut and dry. Why is it over and over again I see supposedly well-educated, smart, well-read people coming to the same off-the-wall conclusions over and over and over again? This is just a good example of it. Ethics question out the window. Let's focus on why are you upset that there's competition in your market? What the whole thing was about. Why are you focusing on competition? And and honestly, it's hard to argue with these shop owners because they can't see what they're doing wrong. I'm sorry if anybody takes this personal, but I'm going to go a little political on this. And both sides of the fence are stupid in this kind of stuff, but it happens on both sides. So, but I'm going to use the example of Trump supporters and liberal Democrat supporters. Now, I'm going to get a little political on this. Don't take it personally. It's just a really good example. You got the Trump supporters that he can do no wrong, even though he says stupid stuff. You know, the Democrats, for 2 weeks after J.D. Vance was announced, they kept calling Republicans weird. Like, that's not normal. You know, that's the hive mind mentality. And I implore shop owners, get out of that. If you're thinking in such a hive mind that you all think alike, that's a problem for you. You know, the thing about that story is it doesn't affect me. You know, kind of annoys me that they all went to a subject that was irrelevant, but it doesn't affect me. You know, I don't care, except the problem I have with it is it shows how indoctrinated these management groups become. They become cult-like, where everybody thinks alike. And one, ideas don't come out of a hive mind. New innovations don't come out of a hive mind. And that's the fact, is that if you all are doing the exact same thing, innovation doesn't happen. And so all these shop owners claim their shops are better than everybody else's. Well, if everybody is doing the exact same thing you are, and competition's good, remember, then you're not special. You're not unique. You're just like everybody else. So get out of the hive mind cult and think on your own, because you should not be giving the exact same response as 10 other shop owners. You shouldn't be, regardless of the subject of anything other than basic stuff or obvious problems. But even when there's an obvious problems, you gloss over it and go after a weird divergence. So get some reality, man. Understand that you're part of a hive mind mentality, and you're just regurgitating the stuff that you've been taught. And that's not good for you as a person. That's not good for you as a company. It's not good for society. So think about it. I doubt any shop owners watch my channel anymore, but think about it, man. You just have gone off the deep end. You just turned into a cult. If you all spew the same thing over and over again, you all respond the same way, you're a cult. Period. Hope you enjoyed this video. As always, thanks for watching. I am the Flatrate Master.